So we are officially streaming now.
Sweet.
Alright, dice counts. Lantern Battery 2. Elf
Oh no.
Wizard 3. Emma Frost 2. Oni 3. It's not the super rare one.
Oh, I get him. All right. I was thinking, bloody hell. Okay.
No, it's not the super rare one. Mine's after seeing yours is mine's a bit troubling compared for yours.
Yeah, mine isn't very good, but I went. I tried to go with a theme of being
Well,
spooky.
yours is potentially really disgusting.
Is it?
Well, unblockable Electra,
Yeah, for two or
evil
three.
Deadpool. I know, but anything
Mm,
unblockable is a pain in the ass.
it is, yeah. And then I've got to go not quite vanilla. Yeah, the vanilla lizard's the same one as one with an ability.
Oh, it costs, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, why am I going to bother with that then?
Because your breath weapon
He's
X,
an
that's
orc.
why.
True. Yeah, I could have had one that's slightly better, but I've actually gone for the worst one for no reason.
Oh, actually,
That's
yeah.
not where
So
that.
Noel's. So you've got 9 characters.
Yeah, I just assumed we could.
Okay, well, it's fine. You'll have to do.
I could always take one away, but
Nah, that's fine. We'll just say you cheated from the start and I get a moral
yeah,
victory.
if
It's
I
cool.
win, you win.
Yeah, yeah. Have I got us around the right way? Yep, that's me. So I've got. So I built this team. So the dice fight did a Halloween like 2 or 3 weeks ago because they basically do October as the month of Halloween. So they do 1 week Halloween like we're doing where it spells out. Another week just monsters from D&D. I think last week was the Necro Wars format, which I'm still not 100% sure how it even works, but it seems quite popular. And there probably won't be one this week 'cause it's November tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. So this is so I built the team basically, and through work never got around to actually playing it. So I thought, yeah, let's play it. I've got a team. It meant I didn't have to build a team this week, basically.
So
The only thing I changed out from the other one was I had lab test instead of liter. But lab test is entirely useless with the new rulings.
no. Oh, what happened there? I think I missed
So
that.
so on a rolled face, it counts as the type of its face. So lab test reads continuous. You may send this die to your use pile to reroll one of your character dice in your reserve pool. So in theory, I couldn't roll that, or so I couldn't roll that,
Yeah.
but I could roll that. And it's like, well, but nine
Why
nine
would you
times
do
out of
that?
10, unless you've got an energized character, it,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I took that off because it's useless, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what a stupid ruling. Who decided that?
Well, I think the issue with the ruling, and there's a lot of people that have got strong feelings on it. I mean, it doesn't affect a whole lot of cards. It affects that card and a couple of other new cards because most of them say dice, not character
Yeah.
dice. The only one that states a specific one is the storm. You know, the one where when you field it, you can re-roll an
Yeah.
action dice. But that specifically says on the card on an action or energy face.
Yeah.
But none of the others do, and I don't think it actually affects any cards other than maybe that one and a couple of others from the newer sets. But essentially, that what the ruling says that in an unrolled place, use pile, prep, bag, it counts as the type of dice it is, like a psychic die or a character die or an action die.
Yeah.
But when it's in a rolled state, it counts as whatever it's on. So that would be a character die, that would be an energy die, sort of thing. That would be an action die. So yeah, I mean, it's basically if you've ever seen it, James did a an image table like 3 years, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, which is on their website, the DM United website, and it basically says the same thing, and it's been on there for ages, but no one's ever officially clarified it.
Yeah,
So it's yeah, now it's officially on the rules forum clarified. So
fair enough.
so yeah, that's why that's functionally useless now,
Well,
basically.
yeah, that's crap. I wonder one format we should do is to make it useful. Build a team where it's useful. Apart from energize.
Well, energize is the only real because there's a uh there's probably no. I'm just trying to think of any other abilities that require that you wouldn't want a character, but you would want the energy from the character. Um, I can't think of anything else other than energize. But then you've got the likes of, oh no, that's because that's another card I just thought of actually that might be affected. Let me have a quick look. Because is it Kofi Kingston? Who you can re-roll an extra time.
Yeah.
No, it's not Kofi. It's one of the other ones. Then it's got a tag out ability, so I'm just gonna search a tag out. Tag out. Xavier Woods. What? Yeah. So while Xavier Woods is active, you may reroll action dice one extra time during the roll and reroll step. That doesn't make sense then, does it?
No.
I suppose if you count it as an action die before you've rolled it, you can then say this one you can roll three times instead of two, I suppose. So that kind of gets around it that way, doesn't it? Because when you start the roll and re-roll step, you have unrolled dice, so that is an action die. So you just say and you can roll that a third time. I think
Yeah.
that's the way you get around that one, probably. Any of our 1/2 viewers wants to weigh in, unless you're Danny. Danny had real issues with that ruling. Oh, bless him. It's yeah. I mean it is an interesting one anyway. It's kind of an odd. It makes sense, but I can see how it might not make sense to people. But yeah, it's yeah, it is what it is. I
Yeah.
suppose the way we're looking at other things as well, other rulings, is that at least they're giving us these rulings
True.
finally.
Oh, answer one viewer, and I'm the other viewer.
Okay, so yeah, it's irrelevant then.
100% of our views are coming from my house.
Yep, that's
Uh,
fine. Whatever.
but
Right,
yeah.
so with that in mind, then, with that shocking revelation to you
What's
and
that?
Anne, um,
Yeah, she's now an expert in the rule. Um,
well, she should be getting on. We have her as a guest
she
star.
needs to learn the game. You
Yeah,
know what we should? Oh man, we should have learned Dice Masters, and we'll be learn. We need to actually go and learn Dice Masters. That would be good.
it's
Because
easy to play. It's just tricky to learn all the nuances.
yeah, it really
The
is.
actual the game is very simple. It's just it's building a team that is cohesive is the tricky thing.
And
Um,
even then, you can, start off with vanillas or something.
yeah, exactly, and that can be a valid tactic anyway.
Yeah. The game sounds simple, but the thing is, get understanding it is the difficult part.
Yeah, I get that. It's the steps you go through, the spending energy, the rolling, the spending energy to buy dice is basic enough. It's like any deck building game. It's just learning
You know you
how.
can hear me. Hi.
Hi, yeah.
She
so
can't hear you live though, so.
so yeah. So it's just learning how the combos kind of can go off and stuff. I can now hear myself through you now. I'm listening to the stream.
Oh, she. Bye.
Have we just done the fourth wall inside a fourth wall?
Yeah, we're She-Hulk in this.
16th wall.
Don't worry. She-Hulk. No, because we're breaking the fourth wall. Because we're. Don't
I'm,
worry.
I'm talking to the audience, but literally talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, anyway, so
yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of. And what I really like about this game is there are 8 cards and everything's in front, or technically 10 cards you bring, but
yeah,
everything's in front of you,
yeah,
and none of this fishing bollocks. Now, was it playing Pokemon today? It was like for someone would like their whole turn would be I'm playing this card, which lets me play this card, which lets me play this card. So now I
yeah.
can find this card, and I'm just I just don't have the patience for that. I
I
find
kind
it
of like
boring.
the I like the combos. It's a bit like the sort of on a similar tangent with Marvel Snap. You know,
Yeah,
it's kind of but at least you're only facing 12 cards. You know, it's like
yeah,
you don't know what they are in any way, shape, or form, which is the art of it. Is just kind of hoping. But yeah, I like the combos that go off. But I
yeah, but
suppose again with your situation where you haven't been playing it very long, you won't have seen them.
yeah. I just find I don't know. I think there's combos. It's fun to see like a combo go off, but I think
Yeah,
whether it's like people and it's the same combo over and over again. People are just
yeah,
using multiple copies of that combo, so it's not like
yeah,
oh that's cool. I saw Rex
yeah,
combo.
yeah.
It's like that's happening again and again and again. I was like
Mm,
okay. Also yeah, it's so yeah. That's what I like about this game. There's 8 or 10 things, and they're all in front of you.
yeah.
And you can play your opponent, but you can also just play your own game, and
Well,
either is
exactly.
valid.
There might not be a way past that opponent than
Yeah,
10 cards, but you know what they are.
yeah.
You know.
Um, so yeah, I think I see I really enjoyed Magic drafting Magic. I found a lot of fun because I like the deck building element of it all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Without having to net deck, but I think net decking kills it
I
for me.
think
It really
drafting in
does.
any because even in Dice
Yeah,
Masters, drafting is possibly the best way of playing.
yeah, I agree.
Um, so maybe just the unknown element is what is the best part of it.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. But yeah, that was it. Once I found out that if you want to play the Pokemon game, you actually can't buy any product. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
well, that's not fun. That's
Yeah, no point actually buying sealed stuff. Just
yeah,
just buy the deck from eBay for
just
like
buy
a
the deck.
thousand pounds. That's gonna
Yeah,
win
and
the
it's more
tournament.
expensive to buy, so you don't get any fun. It's just yeah,
Yeah,
it's just not for me. So, but I've decided that if I well, my way of pushing myself into selling these cards and trying to get my money back is I'm going to buy some of the games from yesterday. So
yeah,
it'll all be for a good cause.
fair enough. Yeah, I I found I've got our first. Oh, what we need to do is we need to figure out what our theme is going to be because we've only got like 2 and a bit months.
Oh God, yeah, that's true.
So we need to figure out a theme for Breath Weapon X Fest. I've got a prize for it already.
Oh really?
Well, I when I bought my Optimus Prime from Zavi, they had they it just popped up and they had the comic book. I was like, I'm gonna buy it. It wasn't expensive, so that is
Oh wow, cool.
yeah. So that's in the prize pool. I was like, oh, I know that image.
Yeah,
So yes, that is in the prize pool for the tournament, which we shall. I think we should probably discuss afterwards and sort of
yeah, we probably should. To be
lock
fair.
down a theme, and I'll get that sorted out over the next couple of days because
Yeah.
our Patreon prize giveaway entry finishes tomorrow, end of October. So if you want to join the Patreon, I know you're not watching this right now, no one, but gotta act as though I am. It's going to go on YouTube, so it'll have to go on YouTube today or tomorrow now, won't it? Because if it goes out a day later, then it's going to be past the end of that.
Yeah.
But if you join up by the end of tomorrow, being the end of the month of October, then your name will go into a draw to win a super rare Marvel Mary Shazam. That's the one, Mary Shazam. Yeah,
Apparently, it's only 3 people.
it
So
is only 3 people. It's
I'll
going to be one of Stu, uh, Kyle, or the man Papa Chaz. One of the three. So yeah,
Mm. Maybe I know people won't like it. Maybe we should remind people on the Dice Discord. I know people won't go at us, but
oh, they don't have to have a go at us. I mean, the way that I changed the way that we charge people, which I actually put out on the Facebook. So there's an option because it sets it at default that you everyone's charged on the first of the month. So if you sign up halfway through the month, you then pay again in a couple of weeks. So what I've done is I've done it that your pay date is the date that you sign up.
yeah,
So if people sign up today or tomorrow, then because we're having November as a free month, your next billing will be the end of December. So that's that's basically it really. So it just means that you still get a free month. You don't basically get pay a whole month's worth for tomorrow and then get charged again the day
yeah.
after or a month after. You get a whole month free. So yeah, I've actually put that in place now, so no one will be charged for November. So yeah, right. Enough of the
We play some
plug-in.
dice. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got two teams. Um, all right? Do you want to talk through your team?
Yeah, so this was an absolute nightmare. It turns out I don't have any were rat dice. I don't have any lizard folk dice. It was a blooming nightmare putting this together.
Yeah,
Um,
I can imagine. They
but
look similar to the lizard dice, don't they?
they do. They look very similar, but they are
But
different.
totally different stats.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and totally, and even yeah,
And you've got
everything.
them both
But
on the same team.
yeah, that's what I was going with because I kind of wanted a spooky theme. So
Yeah, yeah.
I've gone with my H was well, it was going to be Harley's Hyenas, but then that really didn't synergize with the rest of my team.
No,
Um, so I
Harvey's
went with
cool. I like
Harvey
Harvey.
Bullock. It's for some fun.
Yeah,
When he's active, before you roll, pick a number. If you roll exactly that many energy before you re-roll, Harvey Bullock deals 2 damage to target opponent. I mean,
I like it.
yeah,
I think it's great. I've played that. I played one of those versions in the past. Um, but you never remember to actually say the
no,
number. Never.
definitely not. That's my H. Then my A, Anti-Monitor, because he's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, when he attacks, you may KO any number of your character dice for each that you do. Your opponent KOs the same number of characters.
Mhm.
So HAL um,
Two lizards.
is two lizards. I've got the lizard folks and the lizard. So the lizard folk are swarm, and NPCs can't block lizard folk.
Mhm.
So that's yeah, it is potentially quite nasty. Yeah, it could. There's definitely potential there. Um, and then Lizard is when Lizard is active, when any character dice leaves the field zone during your turn, target character die can't block Lizard this turn. I really wanted the Lizard, and his vanilla card is actually the same cost as
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll take this one. And then I did try and find a way to shoot. I almost shoehorned Neelor in, but it just wasn't
Mhm.
worth it. Um, Hello O is Orc,
Mhm.
Swarm,
Yeah, he's
because
good.
this all fit in with I kind of had a little theme going, which was my wear rat, which is while your evil characters with a purchase cost of 3 or less, they get one attack and one defense. So I fancied I could have swarm. I've got a whole bunch of evil things.
You haven't got
Um,
that many evil things.
but I got three.
You've got Were Rat and you've got Niles Irindus.
Is Orc not evil?
No, he's neutral. Green, the little green leaf.
Oh,
I did text you in a message.
I didn't read. Oh well. Anyway, so
So
well,
it's
still
yeah, it's Niles Irindus is the
yeah.
other one.
Okay, well that's not that useful, but anyway, he's still spooky, that's for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Evil Deadpool. Well, you don't
Yeah.
get. Well, he's evil. He's as evil as you get.
Yeah.
Um, and then Electra. Uh, cannot be. So she may not be blocked by non. Deadpool character dice, or an opponent may pay one energy to ignore this effect for
Yeah.
all Electra dice until end of turn. kind of nasty. Anything, it's yeah, like you said earlier, anything unblockable is a bit of a pain in the ass, really.
A little
So yeah, and then Niles of Brindis, I, I don't really know. He looks sort of spooky to me.
bit. He is. He's
Um,
pretty creepy.
I was gonna put something really nasty. I was gonna put on, but it's too nasty. I thought
Yeah.
it was spooky, but it was just too nasty.
Okay.
So when fielded, field a Guardian token with 2 attacking defense, and when he's active at the beginning of your turn, if you have no Guardian tokens, you get to put one. And I was hoping to be able to once again have some way of knocking him out, but I just didn't. So that's me.
Cool. Yeah, that's fair enough. Mine will either completely synergize with yours or not at all because I've got Hellfire Gala, which is what I built the team around. The Hellfire Gala is a 6 cost basic action. It's the only basic action in the game. And it says roll 2 dice from your bag. It then says each player fields 3 psychic dice from their used pile. It then says if the right, hold on, read it. If there are more 16 or more dice in the field zone, win the game. So that is my win condition, kind of. I've got Atlantis, 2 cost shield. When you field a psychic character die, draw 2 dice and roll them. I've got Lita, fan favourite. While Lita is active at the end of your roll and reroll step, you can spin any of your psychic dice to their level 1 superstar phase. Characters in the field, lots of ramp. I've got Lantern Battery for a bit of protection. It's the what one is it? It's the common one. Continuous for each energy in your reserve pool. Prevent 1 damage from each character with that energy type each turn. For example, with 2 masks in your reserve pool, 3 unblocked mask character dice with 2 attack would deal no damage. Simples. And then I have Oni, Paragon Giant. He says when fielded you may purchase a basic action die that has not been purchased by any player for 2 less. So that's how I get me Hellfire Gala a little bit cheaper. But I have to buy a 4 cost to then buy a 6 cost for 4. But, you know.
But I don't decide to buy a Hellfire Gala.
Well, you can do. Go for it.
Yeah.
Um, that's the joy of the basic action. Then I've got White Tiger, Mystical Amulet. Um, she's there for the global, which is pay fist. Once during your turn, each player must field a psychic die from their use pile if able. So that's another way of getting some triggers for Atlantis and to get more of your stuff in the field as well. I've got Elf Wizard. When fielded, action dice cost 1 less to purchase. And when assigned to attack, move an action die from your use pile to your prep area. So that's quite funky. And then I've got Emma Frost. Again, this is a bit of protection so that you can't get rid of your characters, so that they still count towards my Hellfire Gala. While Emma Frost is actually active, when an opponent declares a character die as an attacker or blocker, they may not attack or block with any other copies of that die this turn. And then I've got, for cheap characters, I've got Nightwing, Protector of Bloodhaven, because also he couldn't be force attacked if the card was on the correct face. Because he's on one side says Nightwing can't attack or block unless you have another non-Nightwing villain character die in the field zone, and on the other side, which is probably the more useful one to start on, Nightwing can't attack or block unless you have another non-Nightwing bat character in the field zone. So yeah, I'll have it on that one to start with. Basically, it means that I put him in the field, and if he had a force attack, you wouldn't be able to force attack him because I've got no other um, back characters to do so. So yeah,
Cool.
that's my team. Let's see how it goes. Where are you? Right,
Let's put this back. Oh man.
there we go.
Cool. Cool. Right.
Okay. Yes, let's roll off.
Yeah. Whilst I was building my team, my internet was having issues with blooming Team Builder, so I
Oh
thought
my
this
god.
isn't a good start. Right. One.
1, 2.
Oh, there you go.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay, alrighty. Right, so we don't have any prep as such, do we?
Literally none.
Have you got a single global? No.
No, no.
So the only globals we've got is the White Tiger global. Okay. Alright then. I'm gonna go first. Or am I No. Yeah, I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
You too. Oh,
Alright. Alright, I've got three. Is that once during your turn is White Tiger? Okay. Should I go for an Atlantis or should I go for an Elf Wizard? I'm gonna go for an Elf Wizard first.
cool.
And then
Oh.
pass priority in turn.
Right, I know exactly what I'm going for first.
Cool.
Perfect. Harvey Bullock.
Harvey, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Alright, I realised how many forecasts I've got. Alright, could buy two Atlantises. That seems reasonably strong. Yep, two Atlantis. Fill my bag up straight away.
Oh,
And your
how
turn.
it's done. Yeah, that's no good. Perfect. Um, apart from, I do have. Oh, I can get a lizard. Oh, I can get an orc. Let's get an orc for sure. And field a psychic.
Nice. Excellent. Right. Got, I've got to try and find where I put the scoreboard now. I forgot to set it to stay on top. Oh, blimey.
Oh wow, what a! At
What?
least you can get one.
Uh,
You can guarantee one for next turn.
yeah. I could try and go for double energy. Um, and go for a Hellfire straight away. Why not? Why on earth not? Oh well, there you go. Okay, well, have I got any shields? I got Atlantis, but I can buy a full cost of anything basically. Um, should I go for Oni or Lita? I'm gonna go for a Lita, and then play Atlantis. Cool, and then turn.
Cool. Let's stick
Great.
everything back.
That'd have been quite amusing though if I'd have got the 6 energy.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Whoops. Um, could do worse than that. Was not that useful. If I re-roll him and give me two, which is very not useful. Um, oh yeah, that is crazy. What I'm going to do. I think it. Yes, that worked out perfectly. Oh,
Great.
right. I filled two psychics
Mhm.
and buy another orc
Okay.
for three.
Okay.
Next you.
All right. One, two, three, four sidekicks. Grand. Yeah, that was literally pulling them both out, and the first one was literally the worst thing possible. Alright, oh, there, and there's a psychic. Marvelous. Okay. I might just do that, you know. Alright, field a psychic, not in the transit, but there. Um, buy a Nightwing and White Tiger Global. Both have to field a psychic.
Oh, cool.
Yep,
Awesome.
I know. Your turn.
Cool. Right.
I realise that's good for you for the time being for Swarm, but
I'll be good up. Oh, yeah. Oh, boo. All of that can go. Oh no, terrible.
Was that anti-monitor?
No. Oh, that is, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, but what's that brown die then?
Oh, that's Harvey.
Oh, it's Harvey. Ah, oh, that's a shame.
Although, speaking of anti-monitor, seems rude not to buy him for five.
Mhm.
Over to you.
Okay. One, two, three, and four. Right. So when fielded, action dice cost one less to purchase. Oh, that's great. Right. Um. This is all kinds of rubbish. I'm not gonna lie. Mask could be useful. See, I'm thinking that. No, I'm just gonna reroll the whole lot again. Well, that's still 4 energy, but I've got a psychic this time. Okay. Do I go lantern battery? Yes. Cool. I think they stack as well. Oh no. Yeah, they must stack as well. That's not one of the ones that says while active. Yeah, your turn.
Right, one in the bag. Come on, Harvey. No, but an orc. That is a good time for an orc.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Oh, he's rolling his question marks again.
I know. Perfect. That do. Okay, and then I guess buy another orc.
I mean, it'd be crazy not to, really.
Yeah, makes no reason why not. Three for an orc. And then over to you.
Okay. One, two. Oh, a Lita and a Nightwing. And an Atlantis. Right. I've rolled a psychic. Oh, God. I'm going to risk rolling those again. I don't care. Right. Well, actually, though, that's not the end of the world. So I've rolled three characters, and these both cost. But I can play Atlantis, field a psychic, so I can draw and roll two dice. Okay. I can field a psychic and draw and roll one, two dice. I forgot how good
Yeah,
Atlantis Realm was. Oh, there you go. And now I can afford to field stuff. Yes. I can't pull a extra psychic out of there now, though. Right. Do I want to keep a bolt or do I want to keep this? I've got to spend two to field. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to field these two. Bosh and Bosh. See, now I'm kind of tempted to just attack with the psychics. Now that Lita's there. I'm going to spend two on another Nightwing. And then I'm going to pass priority.
back to you.
What have you got there? You got four psychics. Alright. But that means you're going to be rolling four. I'm going to attack with my five psychics.
Uh,
Why not?
I'll block with two and take three.
Okay. Excellent. And yeah, your turn.
Oh, so I draw four from
Oh,
the
so you've
bag,
taken three. Excellent.
and there's one spawn. So that's good. Um, Definitely don't want that. See if we can roll him, although I'm tempted to do something else. Definitely want him.
Yeah, yep.
It's a lot of fists. I can't have them
Roll
all.
the whole
Right.
lot again.
Go on then.
Is
If you
that like
insist.
a million fists
That was nothing but fifth.
there?
Harvey comes. Excellent. Right.
Harvey,
So
oh,
one, two,
that's the main thing.
three,
You got him
four,
now. That's it.
five, six. Right. So a sensible person would go and buy a Hellfire Gala.
Uh huh.
However, I'm going to pay to put Harvey on the field.
Oh yeah, you got to do that though.
Yeah, that is the most important thing to do. Right. And then I will buy my last dude,
Okay.
who's a daredevil. Daredevil is an orc. Little did you know.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't remember hearing about Daredevil, and he doesn't
Yeah,
start with a Halloween.
no, Daredevil is an orc.
Okay.
And over to you.
Okay. Three in the bag. Come on. The one die. Pull out an Atlantis. I mean, I got two in there. Oh, oh, I did. See. Ask. No bother. I didn't roll it though. I got a psychic. I got a lantern. Gonna keep it quite. Actually, it doesn't matter these because I can just change them anyway. Although I might actually want to buy something. Um, um, let's roll those again. Okay, I didn't roll Atlantis. That is typical because I've rolled two psychics. One, two, three, four. You got fists. Is most of your characters fist characters?
Yeah, funnily enough.
Okay, lizard and orc and Harvey and anti-monitor. All right. Okay. All right. Well, hmm, let's field the lantern battery. There's a question mark. Has it got to be specific? Yeah, because it's looking for them, isn't it? It's got to be actual energy types, not question marks. Okay. All right. Okay. Um. Do I want another Oni, or do I want a Nightwing and an Atlantis? I think I want. Or do I want to make them into psychics? It's not to be sniffed at. Literally just making psychics every turn and attacking with them. So let's just do that. Why not? I will play by another my last Atlantis, and then I'll attack with four psychics.
Uh, I'll block with an 2/2 orc and two psychics.
Okay, so one goes through.
Cool.
Yes.
Right. Three in the bag. Two swarms
Mhm.
and another swarm. Right. How many energy am I going to roll? From two, let's
Oh, you got a
two,
guess, haven't you?
six, eight,
Oh,
nine.
this would be amazing if you guess out of nine dice. So a maximum of
Two, four, six, eight. Eight there. Eight, nine, 10, 11,
13.
12. Yeah.
I guess it's after the reroll. Oh no, if you roll it.
Before.
Okay, so it's the first roll. Okay, oh, that's tough.
I'm gonna go with seven.
Okay.
Feeling seven.
That's more than
No,
seven.
that is way more than seven. Right.
I love
So
it. Love it.
that's that's good. Those are interchangeable. That's not good. Let's reroll one of those.
Oh man, that's good.
Shame. Right, that's fine because
Wow, that's a lot of energy.
that is a lot of energy, and I know exactly what I'm buying.
Mhm.
Two, three, four, five, six. I'm going to buy myself a thingy.
Elf.
Um,
My
what's it
wing
called?
con.
Yeah, your wing con.
Cool. Ah
So
man.
good, I thought I'd do it myself.
Shit.
It's the end of my turn.
Well, the good thing from my point of view is that I can always just attack with everything, the sidekicks, because
Yeah.
I can always field them again the following turn. One, two, three, four. Okay. Okay. The only problem with Atlantis is if you roll sidekicks to draw and roll more dice, you don't actually gain any energy,
Yeah,
so you're
true.
not ramping to the bigger costs. Well, that's good though. Well, there's six on its own. So do I? What have I got in my bag? I've got three, and then I've got three. So I think I want these. But I can do White Tiger Global. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Do I want to? Because I could reduce the cost of it, but that is two. It could cost me one to field it. So actually, that is better. Although then I could prep it. Okay, so it would be. I'm gonna roll this again. I'll leave the rest as it is. Oh, I have to pay for it. Grand. Okay, but I can reduce the cost, so that's fine. So I'll play Atlantis. I will pay a fist global, so we both have to field a psychic from our used.
Cool.
So I get to draw and roll two. Okay, oh, he costs as well. Well, I might not be fielding him. We'll see. Then I'm going to field a psychic to draw one of these and one of those. Come on, double energy. Yes. Right. Okay, that might have worked out just about okay then. So I will field another level 1 Nightwing. I will field a level 3 a mighty 2/4 Elf Wizard. So that means I can buy it for one less. And there's 5 to buy that. So we both bought a Hellfire within a turn of each other. Nice. And then I shall pass priority.
Back to you.
And then I'm going to attack with two psychics and the elf wizard as a 2/4. So that means I prep that.
Okay. I'll block the 2-4 with the sidekick.
Yep, okay. And then they go through.
Yeah.
The only problem is I've only got one in my bag now, so I'm not going to have anything to pull from. So you take another 2 down to 14.
Right. 3 in the bag. 4. Okay. I'm going to go with 5. That's my guess.
Cool. I mean that's a reasonably good guess. Hey, so
Hey.
I take
You take 2
2
damage.
damage. Ah, well done, Harv.
I'm going to re-roll everything. It's
It
sidekick.
doesn't matter now though.
No. That we've done what we wanted to.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
lose the game now.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care.
Harvey's fired off and succeeded. That is always a win.
Uh,
He must. We should start a hall of fame of our favourite cards that we use.
yeah,
Because
that's a good shout.
there's definitely cards that like the classic Mr. Freeze has to go on there, and obviously the a breath weapon, but I don't know which one. Maybe that black
Um,
dragon that I used to beat you in the very first episode that you got really salty about.
buy a lizard, a regular lizard, and end my turn.
Okay, oh, so I've got Hellfire Gala. I've got an Atlantis, and unfortunately I've now got to fill my bag up again. Oh, yeah. But But I have got Lita there, so it doesn't actually. All I need to do is roll both of those, which I've rolled Hellfire and a Sidekick. Let's just try and go for this then. Oh, got it. Okay, right. So I'm going to change both of those to Sidekicks. I assume it's only I can only change. It's in the end of roll and reroll step. Okay, so do I want to do that now? No, I don't, do I? I want to do that last. So I'm going to play Atlantis. I'm going to field a psychic, which means I get to draw and roll 2 dice, which is an Atlantis and a psychic. That would have been good if I'd have re-rolled if I'd have rolled that as well. Um, I will field a psychic, which get to the same again, and I've rolled almost the same
Oh
again.
man. Well,
Right, okay, so I have to start thinking about how many we've got at a minute now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I have three, four.
13. So we're at 13 with these ones. So if I roll all my last 3 sidekicks as sidekicks, then that might be game. I've rolled one
Oh,
more.
come on.
So I'm up to 14 now. But, oh, I might have actually won it then. I might have won.
Yeah, because I get.
Because you have to field 3, don't you?
Yeah.
So then, uh, can I buy anything for 3 shields? No. Oh, 4 shields. Might as well do it. I'll buy an Emma Frost. Yeah, let's do it. So then I'll field a psychic. Admittedly, I can't field her on any level whatsoever, but got a shield, got a fist, got the Atlantis Global if I had it. Field the other 2 sidekicks. I've got nothing else to draw a roll. So then I shall play Hellfire Gala. So I draw and roll. I can't do that. Both players field 3 from their used pile.
Okay.
And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I've got. Fucking hell, I've got seven.
There we go.
Bloody hell. Only you could play Hellfire Gala, a natural roll.
A natural
Three
Atlantis.
bloody sidekicks.
That was
Incredible.
that was pretty insane. That was fun. I mean, I don't know how fun it was for you, but
Well,
you
my
would.
next hand, I had Hellfire Gala myself.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I probably would have been there. Although I've only got 2 to add to it. So but I would have definitely, if I hadn't have had it, I would have attacked with all 6 of those.
Yeah,
Definitely. Um, but that was the joy with Lita because I could do that.
yeah.
Uh,
Not that you needed Lita, because actually you just roll
well,
bloody sidekicks,
well,
as
no, but
always.
she set that turn up though because I just changed them all to sidekicks on that turn.
Yeah,
So that was like 3 of them, I think. Well, that was good. Yeah. Um, I think maybe I've figured out a Hellfire team. I don't know. I mean, not Nightwing helped because he was just there. Emma Frost probably didn't really need Emma Frost, but I suppose it would have stopped you doing the same thing if, like, just attacking with all your sidekicks to get rid of them.
yeah.
Oni was probably unnecessary. Once Atlantis got going, it was fine. Lita was useful. Lantern battery is probably a bit useless, but again, early game. No, I never had any energy left over, so um, I don't like holding on to energy that I can't use. Although I suppose it's if it wins you the game. But no, I think there's not too much I'd change for that actually.
No, Lita and Atlantis definitely are a good combo for a
Yeah,
silver Gala team.
yeah, yeah, yep. It was fun. I've never really played that Atlantis before. Obviously, I played against it many times, but
Yeah.
never really played it before. So yeah, that was Halloween, Spooky Ooky, the gala, the Halloween party. That was kind of what I was going for, and the fact that I wanted to play Hellfire. It is kind of a spooky party, a party made on Hellfire. Um, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Obviously, if you got the only thing I was worried about of yours was actually the anti-monster because you can just get rid of everything.
yeah, I've whiffed him twice.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it would have made a difference though, because you would have got rid of. Because only really had these two or three in the field. It would have been. I would have had to have got rid of them because I was attacking with all my sidekicks.
yeah,
So that would have it would have turned. You'd have got through the damage of Antimonster anyway,
yeah,
and
at
then it'd have
least.
gone away again, but it would have slowed me down.
But the yeah, the swarm worked nicely. But yeah, I just and then to
Swarm
get
is always useful. I mean, in more casual games, I would say Swarm is much more useful because obviously in competitive games you're more likely to lose that character in
yeah,
in nefarious ways.
yeah. There's so many ways of getting rid of one thing. But yeah, like you
Yeah.
say, for something like this, you're not teching against anyone.
No, no, no. I don't know that you're going to bring Swarm. You don't know that I'm going to bring crazy Hellfire Gala. So
Yeah,
it was a reasonably even matchup. I think it would have gone on quite a long while if I hadn't have had that.
yeah,
Because I was basically just doing psychic damage to you, so I would have got you eventually, but it would have been a lot slower.
yeah.
Um,
And I would have been able to get. I was thinking I've still got enough life. I can just keep
yeah,
tanking this. It's fine.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then I had, unfortunately, I had my Hellfire Gun coming out next, which
yeah.
probably wouldn't have been enough to win, but
No, no.
still. But I can't believe you bloody with your draw and rolls. You've
No,
rolled
well,
just enough.
I mean, to be fair, the last couple of rounds you've done that. You've god rolled what you needed. Last
True.
couple of games, and I it left me stunned. But it's always fun to do the alternate win con.
Yeah.
I quite like. Have you seen any of the new spoilers?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, so there's a new Fantastic Four character. Let me just quickly have a look. It's basically its ability is if you attack with six different Fantastic Four characters, you win. So it's
Okay.
another alternate win con. It's not going to be super. It's not going to be super strong in the respect of competitive play because like six of your team, unless they're really good control pieces, six of your team have to be six different Fantastic Four characters,
Yeah.
including the one that is the win.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Black Panther. There he is. So Black Panther is a forecast mask, but the Black Panther image is with Black Panther with the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Going to my favourite place to look at spoilers.
Yep, the Brit Roller Six. I shall. Maybe I should just put it on the stream. Actually, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
How do I do that? Display capture too. Yeah. So Black Panther resisting Doom. Shall I share my screen as well? That'd probably be better for you, wouldn't it?
I suddenly realised I'm looking. I'm going, what's going on? And then yeah, worked out what was going on.
Uh, Screen one. No, no, back. Screen two. Oh, it's messed that up. But yeah, so can you see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, Black Panther resisting Doom. It's got the Infinity Gauntlet, and the icon of the die is the Thanos icon.
Wow. Okay.
But the stats are different, and it's a mask. Oh no, Thanos was a mask anyway, wasn't it? So yeah, it's a slightly smaller top end, but a cheaper field in.
Yeah.
But yeah, whilst Black Panther is active, if you attack with six or more different Fantastic Four characters, you win the game
It's
for a
insane.
forecast. But you've got to buy six.
Yeah. It
So
depends.
the ones we've seen so far are that one, Invisible Woman. So they're all cheap. They're good. You know.
Yeah. So you get a two cost invisible woman.
Yep. Um,
Okay.
yeah, that's her. You've got Mr.
Mr.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
These
Three
in the
cost.
opposite of the old dice. Yeah, a three cost. So they're quite cheap so far. Team Watch is good.
Yeah.
Namor, a three cost,
Okay.
and he gets three attack when he's blocked or is
And a
blocking.
defense buff, which is
Yep,
definitely useful.
especially yeah, definitely. Um, that's just such a cool card. And then we've now seen the thing. So a
Four
four
cost.
cost thing, not too bad.
Field it. Target KO. What's that?
When
Target KO.
fit
What character?
a shield character.
Oh, okay. Shield character. Okay, and then Iron Will. Oh, we haven't seen that for a while.
No, no.
Um, draw three drives from your bag.
And
I
the
see.
Atlas Global.
That's not bad, but six. You wouldn't want.
No.
You'd go for the forecast.
Yeah, so that I mean they're the only ones we've seen so far. Um, but that's five already, and you haven't seen Human Torch. So
Yeah,
and
that'd be the joke. That'd be the ultimate joke. There's no Human Torch.
yeah, that would be quite funny. Um, yeah, so that's the Black Panther is cool. That's going to be pretty crazy. But obviously not stupendous, I don't think. But because it's a lot of things to do.
It's a bit
Because
shame. It'd be good in draft, apart from the fact it'd be crap in
no,
draft.
it wouldn't be good in draft at all.
But it'd be a nice win con for draft, if you know what I mean.
Mm, yeah, yeah. But for any constructed, it's not going to be top level, is it?
No.
Because other than them six characters, you then got to fit. You've got two spaces for characters and two spaces for basics, and that's it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we haven't seen any of the other. We've only seen some of one name more. We've only seen. Uh, we've seen all. There's all four Invisible Women. Uh, only seen one Mr. Fantastic.
Cheap enough so far that you could
Yeah,
do something.
yeah, yeah. I mean, team. That's great. That's
Yeah.
decent enough. Um,
Yeah.
that's decent enough. You know, he's got a five attack, five defense on his top face. So,
Oh, man, that'd be fun if you could. Oh, yeah. That's something we can look at in the next couple months. Is try and do a
hmm
thingy team.
yeah, yeah.
Not that you can buy it, but
No, and we've only seen a couple of those, so there might be a cheaper. There probably won't be for those stats, unless. Or there might. I mean, going on Kryptonite, there might be a three cost with some kind of
yeah,
Bane instead
yeah,
of a Boon. You
yeah,
know. But yeah, yeah, it should be good. I'm liking the new format now.
yeah.
Um,
Is there any news on? Because at one point they said, oh, I don't know, it looked from the art that there were going to be different coloured dice or something.
different coloured
Oh,
die.
not coloured, sorry, different shape. Like they would look slightly curved.
I think that's just the renders. I think.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't think that's got any bearing on.
I hope not. Because yeah, like I say, it mean we'd be forced to have a brand new modern already, which would be well annoying.
Yeah. I do like the. Have you seen the alt art of this one?
No,
So this is the
can't
standard
see
one.
nothing.
So if we go to Colossus, Colossus is a blank basic, common, sorry. So they're just removing the text box if there's no text.
Okay.
But they've released this one, which is the rare, and they've also shown us, if you go down to this one, which is the same card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a full art textless character with that has text. Obviously, we had Harley, which was textless and textless because it was textless. But the same as well this one, which is Ultimate Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and this is Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that artwork. I love that artwork as well. That's a cool card. But that one, these both have. Well, that might not have an ability actually, but this one definitely does. Um, so it's going to be interesting. Oh look, they've changed. Oh no, that's a different image. Yeah, I was gonna say they changed the stats, but it's a different image. So, but yeah, so that's that basically. So yeah, there's another win con, another way of winning the game, which is cool.
That's
I
cool.
like them the fact that they're putting the effort in to
Yeah,
because I mean I've had speakings with certain people about whether Dice Masters is kind of nearing death. Um, and it's easy to sort of see why. I've spoken to a comic book owner who sells Dice Masters in the community, and he says that basically when he's got a pre-order coming up, they like you to pre-order like a year in advance, sort of thing.
okay.
But there is nothing past Secret Wars to pre-order
Yeah.
at all. So does that mean we're not getting House of X until the end of next year, or does it mean that they're just massively running behind, which means that they can't get the numbers that they think they need, and it's all kind of it seems complicated. It seems kind of like stuff has kind of is kind of winding down, but why would they be going to the effort of designing new cards?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting one. I hope that this is a sign that more stuff is going to keep coming.
It feels like it should be.
Well, I kind of I respect the idiom that a lot of games don't make it. A lot of collectible games don't make it past say 4 or 5 years. Most of
Yeah.
them don't really at all, other than the big say four, we'll say, or five, or however many it is. Yeah, like your Pokemon's, your Yu-Gi-Ohs, and your Magics, plus a couple more Digimon, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus some others that I can't think of right now. But most of them, like your Destinies, your Transformers, your many others that have come and gone, don't really last more than a handful of years at very most.
True.
You know, and from the fact that they're bringing back old abilities like your Colossuses, your front lines, your all of the abilities that have been your Human Torches that have been reprinted essentially, it is hard to find new abilities.
Yeah.
Um, it's not easy just to go, oh yeah, let's make this one this and let's make this one this. It's not as easy as that. It's you've got to put thought into it, why the character would do that, what, etc., etc. So yeah, so that's cool. I like the way the artwork's going.
Yeah. The artwork's being. It does make. They're putting way too much effort in this for it to just die. That it does feel like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't make
That's not to say
sense.
it won't, but it feels like it would be a lot of
Yeah.
effort. I like that. 3810. We could finally soon have a full Phoenix Force
Oh,
crew.
that would be cool.
Um, Although there is already a Cyclops Phoenix Force in the game. Is The first one was called Cyclops, and the subtitle was Phoenix Force. But how many times will they reuse these Phoenix dice though?
Yeah.
I think the
Must be.
only sorry.
It feels like it must be an expensive game to make with like all the dice.
Oh yeah. I think the only issue with me with this set coming up is that it feels very much like the Dark Phoenix Saga set, because you've got
Yeah.
Magic, you've got Madeline Pryor, you've got Cyclops, you got a few that have been. This one's going to be the interesting one.
That Frankie's Galactus costs one less to purchase for each die you prep it. Oh my god.
No, but look at this.
Oh wait, hang on. Yeah,
You've not seen any spoilers at all, have you?
I really haven't.
This has been out a little while now. This four character face.
That's insane.
Yeah, But Franklin's Galactus is basically Franklin is the son of um,
Mm.
Sue and Reed Richards, and he has the ability. His ability is he basically ends up taking over a Galactus. So this is his Galactus. But yeah, I don't really understand how the four character. I don't know whether it's going to be a single energy and a double energy face or two double energy faces. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Amazing, and you could that could be so much fun.
Yeah, so that would be really good against anti-rollout stuff because you've now got like a 66% chance of it coming back each time. Um,
That and you got it's obviously well, it's like stats are a little bit rubbish until level
yeah,
4,
yeah, yeah.
and then it's like crazy.
Or you could just buy three cost and get 10/10s, as many as you
Oh
wanted.
yeah, true,
But that's
true.
that's not modern anymore, so that's fine. But yeah, that's the interesting one, the really interesting one. This one's quite funny. It doesn't say your attack step. Max
Yeah,
max three though.
it's some good. See, that's a lot of fun stuff coming. Yeah.
Dazzler uses the Jubilee die.
Do you reckon they might change that though, coming when
No,
things
not
are out?
not necessarily. I mean, I don't know the history of Dazzler, but it is a similar ability to Jubilee, I suppose. Colossus, a four cost Colossus. Agent Brand is fun.
Yeah,
That's
that is cool.
and it's the different stats, but it's the same image as the Sword Agent. Um, the Darkhold is quite interesting. So that's an epic basic action.
Draw and roll. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. To be fair.
Um, Distraction. Yeah.
Cool.
Amazing. Yeah. So there we go. I think there are more spoilers on their video, but I haven't managed to have time to watch it yet. I I tried to watch it the other day in my cab and it just wouldn't load at all. I don't know why. But yeah, apparently there are more spoilers on the MOD's page. So anyway, right. Let me get my our web page up. We get it on here. I'm still sharing the screen. So where's our website? No, it's not that one. It's that one. No, I don't have it on there. Too many tabs. Breath weapon X. So we've got the next one is Historic Dice Masters round 4. So we get to play with the first Dungeons and Dragons set,
Okay.
which is fun. That means, and I hope that we don't use a certain big green fella anymore, but it does mean we get Magic Missile, which means that, yeah, I'm either going to get destroyed by Magic Missile or you don't bring it, but I think that's mental. But yeah, that's the next one. So AVX, UXM, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Battle for Faerun, and then yeah, and then after that we finally get to our first DC set. After that,
No,
DC
that's
was
crazy.
number 5.
That's mad to think that it took so long.
Mhm. And then after that, we've got the practice game for Dice Masters vs Cancer. So that's the next 2 weeks.
I need to think. I haven't even thought about what we're gonna do or
Oh,
what
for
I'm gonna
that,
do.
I've got a
Yeah.
team built. I played against Matt Brewer yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. It must have been the day before actually. My team's okay actually. I think I was weighing up throwing because my team is based around uncommons and commons that are 4 cost or less from Superman Kryptonite Crisis.
There's definitely a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, I mean it fulfills it as well as those. It also fulfills the Batman and Robin achievement and the Poison Ivy and the Harley achievement. So basically, I've been toying around getting rid of a couple of cards and just putting in my paint. Well, the Doctor Fate Storm combo, which would lose me 2 achievements. But I'm wondering whether it's worth playing with 4 points less to start with, but it might win me four
Yeah,
more tickets to the play, or whether I just play for fun and it probably balances out. I don't know if I'd get any more tickets because basically, if I win 2 and lose 3 with the potentially worse team, or if I change to the less tickets initially but win everything, then I'm only 2 tickets better off anyway. And I'm one of the players that is happy to win a couple of games in the night
yeah,
on a charity event. So I don't think, and if I win 3, then I'm level as if I'd have swapped the two characters out and won all of them. So I think I might just stick with what I've got. I might swap one card out to give me some actual ramp. I might put the Joker in for a bit of ramp, basically. But I like my team as it is at the moment, so I'm going to sort of tell you it doesn't matter. So it's basically the Batman and Robin is the uncommon Batman with the common Robin. So he's the one where if I've got 2 shields, he gets +2 attack and +2 defense. So obviously he's got an energize on shields, but also Supergirl's got an energize on shields, and she gives a character overcrush. So she could give him through her energize overcrush, and he would get +2 attack and +2 defense because of it, and she's got a spin up global. So he's
yeah.
likely to be a 9/7 overcrush. That's the plan with that.
Okay.
Then another achievement is Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. So I've gone for that. Amazingly, the common is in the pool that can be used. So she's really handy against big things. And then Harley Quinn's good for KOing stuff. If she gets KO'd, you can re-roll stuff out. And then I've got at the moment the MVP, which is Wally West, the uncommon, because he's just so good. So if he's blocked, I can just deal his damage to whoever I want. Fantastic removal that is.
Yeah.
Um, just means it means playing Matt, the amount of I attacked with him because I basically just bought all 3 of them straight away and was attacking with 1 or 2 each turn. And in the end he's like, there's no point blocking with anything other than the thing that you want to knock out, because at
Yeah.
least I can knock out Wally West potentially.
True.
And then in the end, I had two level 3 ones attacking for 5 damage each, and he was just like, right, just let them both through, just get rid of them for a couple of turns. And then I got Mushamala, the uncommon, which is the something must attack
Yeah.
on the opposing turn, and then Starfire mainly for the global. The If you buy a character, you can prep a die for a shield. But actually, she's got recruit Teen Titan dice, and Wally's a Teen Titan, and Robin's a Teen Titan. So I can effectively, if she does damage, then Wally then can become fielded, which is kind of nice. So that's my 8 characters at the moment. There's not much I would change in that, really, to be honest.
And the format is basically modern, but without all the super strong stuff.
But yeah, it's modern without all of
That
the
eight.
cards from the
Yeah.
top 8 from Worlds.
So that's
Um,
pretty
I
cool.
mean, I could put the Anti-Monitor or the Starro on. They would both
Yeah.
be strong, but I kind of like this combo.
Fair.
Um, Anti Monitor would lose me some points because it's a 5 cost. Um, Starro is a 3 cost. It's horrible to play against. I really do not like playing against that Starro. I just can't. It's just something about it. It just annoys me.
Yeah.
Um, Barry Allen that's got no abilities, but another prep global seems a bit pointless. The Joker would be a good option, I must admit, just purely for the global. Um, Big Barda, no, doesn't take any non-combat damage. Doctor Fate, I could chuck on there. Could give him Overcrush as well, I suppose, with Supergirl. Hmm, not the worst idea. Only thing is, out of this lot, I'm basically only going to be taking out one of these two. Maybe Wally West. Doctor Fate would be a good alternative. Um, but other than that, I could put Parasite in. The might that is Parasite.
It's pretty good.
Mm.
Everyone's running it. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you can even play it. I can't believe it didn't make top eight.
I suppose I could go Bat Signal, the one that gives all your characters range. But, or even, oh no, because the Brainiac's are rare, isn't he? The one that gets the range.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Mm. Mr. Mind. No, that's the rubbish one. Yeah, I think that's kind of the best option if I'm sticking with just Kryptonite. Uh, I do like the vanilla Wonder Woman. She's got a good 3 cost for those stats, is good. Because you can't use the Orion, that's always painful. But
Yeah.
again, he doesn't work as well as Supergirl, and they got the same global, so would be a bit defunct, I think. So yeah, that's my current team. Feedback: when an opposing character dies KO, deal 1 damage to its controller. And Fortress Solitude to possibly give Batman more attack, or to reduce the opposing field. I kind of like the options on that, the choice.
Yeah.
So, yep, so that's what's coming up in a couple of weeks anyway. And that's it. There we go. So, we've managed to stream this out for an extra 20 minutes, but been fun. I enjoyed. I do like the idea of the Hellfire on it, but it's never going to be top notch, which is kind of a shame, but kind of good in some respects. It wouldn't be the worst thing if you could get to the 6 costs early, because it's good for prep anyway. You know, it's good for ramp with the effectively the investigation on it
Yeah.
and the instant war. Although it's not technically instant war because you draw for that, don't you? Um, but yeah, yeah, that's this game. Oh, let's not share my screen. There we go. Okay, all right. You're back to school tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these half terms, honestly.
It's been. I had a good run.
Yeah, I say the only problem with that, it's kind of. I mean, it's good. You get lots of holiday off. You can't choose when it is, obviously, which is the problem. But having like the whole summer off would be mental. I don't know what I'd do with myself. And then, but it's that first week back that's going to be brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's a bit rough, but the reality, it's all the reality of it, isn't it? Having
Yeah.
to deal with life again rather than just not.
I say to people, I always know when you're on your holidays because you start streaming again.
Yeah,
Late night streams. Oh,
yeah.
right.
You kind of
Yes.
forget during the term. You forget all of that, and then you kind of do it. You're like, why don't I do this more often? It's
Yeah,
like, oh yeah,
exactly. Because you don't have to balance work.
yeah,
That was kind of what it was like for in on furlough. I mean, obviously, you didn't have that, but In fact, I think you did more work on in the pandemic
Yeah,
than not,
it was
didn't you?
quite horrible. The first lockdown was great, and then the second one they made us pay for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I was on furlough for 2 months and I didn't have to ballot. I got paid my wage, but I didn't have to go in.
Yeah,
It was marvelous.
yeah.
I'm never going to have that sort of thing ever again, so it's kind of like a weird thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. If I could get paid every day for not doing anything,
Oh, 100%. I
if
always
I
find
if
people are like, "Oh man, if I won the lottery, I'd do nothing," and
I'd
I'm
still
like,
go to work, you know, and do the like
yeah, oh, I'd still
no
go
chance,
to work," and like, why would you
no
do
chance,
that?
no chance, none whatsoever. No,
No.
I mean, if I could live on, if I could set up like a streaming gaming streaming thing to get paid what I'm getting paid now, but have it almost instantly with no, then that would be great. That would basically be what I'd be happy doing. But I think even streaming full time would be kind of a once your gaming feels like a job, that's kind of killed it, hasn't
Oh,
it?
definitely. Yeah,
Um,
it's definitely not easy, but
I mean, there's
still
definitely
better
people
than
that are
going into
suited
work.
to it. Yeah, it's definitely better than going to work. I just figured I would become fully nocturnal if I did that,
Yeah, you probably would, to be fair.
because it's all about keeping Americans happy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest audience. Um,
But anyway, that's
anyway, we digress. This is a tangent of some kind. We know people that are tangenty like ourselves.
yeah.
Um,
Right. Speaking of which, I do need to go to bed, unfortunately.
yeah, I'm not starting too early again tomorrow. I've got a 10:45 start tomorrow, so I'm gonna go and play some Lord of the Rings online.
Nice. Well, enjoy.
I will do, and I'll catch you if not before next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I should. Let's end the stream. See you later, guys.